Hello, everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington. So, before we dive into today's episode, which is Dorit Kemsley saying she felt empowered to return back to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills after a very fragile time in her personal life. Wah, wah, wah. We're going to get into it. We're going to get into Dorit, what she's saying her, feeling empowered is. Is it because she's divorcing PK? Is it because she's beefing with Kyle? Is it because, I don't know, she thinks she got away with alleged fake robberies and insurance scams? Girl, is it because Sutton said you're only pretty because of plastic surgery? Girl, we're going to get into it. But before we do that, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. It's a free and easy way to support the show, and I would really appreciate it. So with that, let's dive right on in. So this is according to Us Weekly. Dorit Kemsley felt empowered to return to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 14 after a rough few years on the Bravo show. I came out of a very dark time post home invasion. It was really difficult and really dark. I definitely lost my voice and confidence, Dorit told Us Weekly exclusively, while promoting Words with Friends alongside Dorinda Medley. When I started to feel more like myself, confident and stronger, and felt better going into this season, I was over it. I was over those who think that they can walk all over you at your weakest. Dorit, girl, bye. Number one, again, this is just my opinion. So, Dorit, don't come after me. In my opinion, I don't believe your home invasions were real. I think that they were staged for insurance money to get your husband, Paul PK Kemsley, out of his gambling debts. That is what I think. I think you were in on the scheme and you were in on the con. So I think that your whole storyline of this, PTSD, the reason why PK didn't take you seriously was because he's like, babe, you knew we were doing this insurance scam. Why are you using this now as your storyline? Get something else new. So for me, I don't think her storyline of the home invasions was working. I don't think her storyline of the post PTSD was working. None of what Dorit had going on was relevant or interesting, or did anybody care about and or believe. So her talking about coming out this very dark time is a lot more of BS. Going into season 14, she's going to have something more impactful, more meaningful, more true and raw to talk about. Like, I want to know, why are you and PK allegedly getting divorced? Is he cheating? Are you cheating? Is it because of the lawsuits? Is it because of the alleged fraud? Is it because of the alleged insurance scams? You guys have been living separate lives. He's been in London. He's been living in one of the Beverly Hills hotels. You've been dipping it and doing it in, the Valley in Encino where you live in your rented house. So, like, what is the truth? How long have you been living separate lives? Are you dating? Is he dating? What's going on? I want to know more about that. Miss me with all this fake home invasion, PTSD, dark days crap. And I think she's referring to like Kyle trying to walk all over her at her weakest. Like, who else is she talking about? She better not be talking about Garcelle, because you came for Garcelle every time you could, because you had little evil Lisa Rinna in the back of your head still spewing things about, Garcelle doesn't like you. Garcelle, and then you come to the show and you spew that and you have a certain perspective on Garcelle that isn't true. So you beefing with Garcelle last season only made you look like a Karen and a damn fool. And talking about, I'm in my bubble. I'm in my happy bubble. And, oh, you're so angry, Garcelle. Dorit, shut up, okay? Shut your trap. Shut your mouth. Nobody wants to see you come for Garcelle again. I hope you learned your lesson, because you will not win. It's not interesting to watch. It's not fun. It's not cute. You never have any type of point. So, girl, bye. You talk too much, but you say nothing. So, Dorit, if this is how the energy that you're bringing into season 14, I'm already not here for it. I can't believe I'm saying it, but when it comes to Dorit versus Kyle, I'm actually on Kyle's side on this. I think their whole friendship on the show was mutually beneficial. I think it was more of an alliance. I also think that Dorit acting like people are walking over her. Who are you talking about? Who was walking over you at your weakest, Dorit? Like, girl, bye. Dorit then told us that she wasn't taking ish from anyone when filming season 14. Fans can expect to see a very clear, very sure, very confident, very strong, very firm version of her on screen. Again, she's clearly taking shots at Kyle, thinking that, she's cowering to Kyle and not standing up to Kyle. But be honest, Dorit, you used Kyle for cover on the show, for relevancy, for storyline. And you knew that Kyle was the producer's favorite. You knew that Kyle was a de facto producer herself. So you aligned yourself with her to keep your diamond. So don't act all pissed off when people call you her lapdog and her yes person, when you happily took that position to keep your Bravo check coming in, to keep your diamond, to keep your spot on the show. So don't be mad at Kyle for treating you like a lapdog when that is the position you happily signed up for to get that Bravo check. So Dorit missed me with all of this. Ding dong, Dorit. I knew what was going on with me personally, and knowing that to do the show and go into filming, you really take a moment and think, should I do this? Do I want to do this? But ultimately, I thought, yes, she told us. Because if you're going to do it, you're going to go all in, and you have to lean into it and just be open and honest and vulnerable. Dorit, girl, shut up. You had to do the show because you need the money. PK is allegedly broke. You are allegedly broke. There's still lawsuits. There's still bankruptcies. There's still gambling debts. There's still fraud schemes out there. Allegedly. Just Google it and you'll see everything come up. You need the money, sweetheart. Stop acting like coming back to the show was a difficult decision for you. And now you feel so empowered to come back. Girl, you needed the check, and there's nothing wrong with that. People wake up every single day and go to a job because they need the check. They need the money. They need to pay rent. They need to pay mortgage. They need to buy groceries. They need to take care of their kids. They need to take care of themselves. Duh, that's why it's a job, and that's why you get paid to do it, because you need the money. I would respect Dorit more if she was honest and was like, yeah, we're going through a financial difficult time, and I need the check. But of course, she can't come out and say that. It's a reality show. She's pretending to be rich. I get it. But we're also not dumb. Girl, you need the check, okay? And there's no shame and there's nothing wrong with that. 99% of the people out here only go to their job because they need the money, okay? And Dorit also still wants fame. She wants to be on TV. She wants to be on Bravo. And everything that gives her, brand endorsement deals, other spin-off shows, or other things, other partnerships, whatever the case may be. Actively being on a Bravo show opens a lot of doors and brings in a lot more money. We get it. But don't act like you're holier than thou and this was such a difficult decision. Girl, stop. Dorit is, of course, referring to her May separation from husband PK Kemsley after 9 years of marriage. She told us that filming this year came at a fragile and sensitive time in her personal life. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 14 trailer, released last month, teased the aftermath of Dorit and PK's separation. The first look also allowed fans to see some tension between Dorit and longtime friend Kyle Richards. Again, Dorit, we're gonna need you to talk about what is the real reason why you and PK are separated. Cheating, money, what is it? Living separate lives? Why are you divorcing? Why are you separating? Is it fake for the show to have a storyline? Is it fake for the lawsuits and the fraud scheme so you can protect your assets and your money and your this and your that? Is it like a, Erica Jane Girardi, Tom Girardi situation where the block is too hot, lawsuits are coming down, fraud schemes are being exposed, so you separate in order to try to protect the wife and the kids and the assets? Is it that, or is it real? I need to know. It's an exciting season. It's thrilling. We've got some fresh blood. A new housewife who's amazing beyond, Dorit gushed. Very smart, very inspiring, very authentic and down to earth. Dorit was referring to newcomer Bozoma St. John. She's real. She's not trying too hard, and she's cool. I'm really pleased I bonded with her instantaneously. She continued, noting that St. John offered the most support out of all the other cast members. Bozoma offered you the most support out of all the other cast members because she's new and the other chicks already know the deal. They already know that you and PK are for the streets. You and PK are allegedly grifters. They already know the deal. That's why they're not giving you as much support as you want them to, because they don't believe every front you're putting out there. They know that there's a fly in the milk. Bozoma, she's new. She doesn't know you very well, giving you the benefit of the doubt. Funny enough, the one that had known me the least was the most there for me. It's crazy. No, I mean, I get it because, makes sense to me. So I want to know what you guys think about all of this. Do you think we're going to see a real, raw, authentic Dorit, or do you think she's going to show up, do the absolute most, but actually saying nothing at all? For that check, for that Bravo check, do you think she's going to be honest about the real reasons why her and PK are allegedly separated and the real reasons why her and Kyle are actually beefing? I don't want any BS excuses. I don't want any fluff. I want to know the real nitty gritty. And I want to see if it plays out throughout the entire season. It better not just be something that plays out in the first episode and only in the trailer. I think it'll play out all season because I think Kyle and Dorit are still beefing currently, and the season, I think, is over. So yeah, as always, be sure to like, subscribe, and share. It's a free and easy way to support the channel, and I would really appreciate it. Put your comments down below, and be sure to tune in for next week where we'll be talking all things Real Housewives of Beverly Hills when season 14 drops. So with that, you guys, I'll talk to you later.